Well, hi, everybody. Welcome to Hot Mike. I'm your co-host, Bill Whittle. I just got a phone call from Mike. His horse threw a shoe on the way down to the studio, took a bit of a fall, but we expect him back by Monday morning. Just a quick one this morning. You may or may not have heard, but the Platitudinator 9000 is back after a 3-week absence from her election loss, her razor-thin election loss to Donald Trump back on November 5th. Kamala Harris has reappeared on the political scene with a message, and here's the message.
The outcome of this election obviously is not what we wanted. It is not what we worked so hard for. But I am proud of the race we ran. And it means so much to me and to Governor Walz that you knocked on doors, you called friends, you called in favors. You said, hey, I showed up at your softball game. Now I need you to show up at the campaign office. You put in the time. It was personal for you. And you gave all that you could to support our campaign. And that work continues. The work must continue of reminding ourselves that we have an ability to stay engaged in a way that will make a difference. The work that you all did, it's going to have lasting effect. Again, I'll say, the election didn't turn out like we wanted it to. Certainly not as we planned for it to. But understand that the work we put into it was about empowering people. That's the spirit with the work we did. Our spirit and our work was about saying that it is a strength that we each have to lift people up as opposed to beating people down. It is a strength we have that has lasting effect. So all that work that you did that was about engaging with other people, engaging with perfect strangers and in their face seeing a neighbor, that has lasting effect.
Yeah, they had her in the shop for about 3 weeks. They were probably downloading some new firmware or something like that, and I think maybe she got a little over lubricated. But in any event, I've had a fascination with Kamala Harris ever since she reached the national scene, because Kamala Harris has a genuine ability linguistically that I've never seen the likes of. It's not that she's long-winded. Look, I'm not in a position to complain about people going on too long. When I sign a contract as a professional writer, I like to get paid by the pound. It's not that she talks a lot. It's just that more than any other human I've ever encountered, she is able to talk and talk and talk and talk, as you just heard, and not say anything. And that actually intrigues me in a really professional manner. So what I did was I took a look at the software that they're using on the Platitudinator 9000. I got a kind of pirated copy of that. I started tweaking the variables a little bit. And I asked myself, what would Kamala sound like if you were to take her for the next 4 years? Because she is, in fact, the front runner for the 2028 election now. She's well ahead of the Democratic pack, and she's saying she's ready for her comeback. So I just thought that what would happen if during the next 4 years you were to just really strap her in and just educate the living hell out of her. Just give her substance to go with her ability to construct these endless series of platitudes. What would that sound like? Now, the challenge, you see, is you want to give her a lot more information than she had in 2024. She's got to be smarter than she was in 2024. She'd have to be. But you can't make her too erudite or concise, because if you do, then you lose the whole Kamala brand. So I played around with the software that she's currently running, and I came up with 3 examples of what Kamala 2028 could sound like if she were to add some substance to her astonishing ability to talk and talk and talk and not say anything. So roll them.
I believe that diversity, equity, and inclusion are the celestial compass guiding us through the nebula of human potential, where every individual is a star in the constellation of collective brilliance. By synergizing our differences, we create a vortex of shared understanding that spirals outward into a universe of limitless opportunity. It is in this cosmic dance of diversity that we unlock the hidden frequencies of collaboration, harmonizing our unique wavelengths to form a symphony of universal belonging.
Through the prism of equity, we refract a light of equality into a spectrum that transcends boundaries and illuminates the path to a more inclusive tomorrow, ensuring that all individuals can sip from the same cup of limitless opportunity, even when that cup is empty. When we align our hearts with the rhythm of inclusion, we build bridges not just between people, but between dimensions of possibility, allowing every voice to echo in the boundless horizon of shared growth. And so, as we navigate the river of progress, we must embrace the paradox of uniform differences, recognizing that true inclusivity is like a kaleidoscope, ever shifting, yet always in balance. Only then can we create a society that is vibrationally aligned with the cosmic flow of prosperity, where everyone's unique contribution adds to the unquantifiable richness of our collective journey. To grow the economy and reduce inflation, we will initiate a nationwide program to exchange every used bicycle for a basket of renewable energy credits, thereby increasing consumer spending while simultaneously reducing carbon-based inflationary pressures. We will also implement a government-backed cloud-based job creation program where citizens can work remotely in virtual offices, with the federal government providing one free cloud every month, thereby stabilizing the job market. To combat inflation, my plan includes a federal program whereby citizens will trade in their spare change for books of time-stamped coupons that can only be redeemed during the last week of each month. Additionally, we will roll out a national network of singing vending machines. We will stimulate consumer spending through higher wages, but this will be offset by reducing wages in key sectors to improve productivity. As we boost demand with low interest rates, we'll ensure inflation doesn't rise by tightening the money supply. The key to prosperity lies in balancing austerity with aggressive fiscal stimulus, ensuring that both public debt and savings grow in tandem. And finally, it's essential to balance fiscal austerity with expansive government spending, ensuring that public debt is both minimized and maximized in order to fuel innovation. You are the sunrise in a world full of sunsets, a mountain of clouds wrapped in the silence of tomorrow. Every raindrop you catch is a whisper from the stars, reminding you that even the wind can dance without knowing its own rhythm. The path you walk is lined with dreams that bloom in reverse, and every step you take is a note in a song only your heart can hear. Trust that the echoes of your thoughts are painting the sky, even when the sun is sleeping. The future is a kite made of wishes, soaring higher, because you keep believing in its invisible wings. Remember, the weight of the unspoken is heavier than the weight of 1,000 suns, and there are roads that lead nowhere, but they will always take you further than you think. Most of all, do not give up hope, for even the stars may blink, and when they do, the dawn will be twice as bright.
I'm Bill Whittle. We'll see you next time here on Hot Mic.